Well, good Monday morning to you. It is going to be another hot one here in western Montana. That heat wave just continuing across the western United States. We saw it on the East Coast last week. Now we're seeing it shift over to the West Coast, and we're starting to see those temperatures near that century mark. In fact, yesterday, some folks already there. So another hot one today. Lots of sunshine through the morning hours. We will start to see that increase in clouds into the afternoon. Those nice cumulus clouds building up into the afternoon hours. Also, the potential for an isolated thunderstorm or two. Very similar to what we saw Saturday. We're continuing to see that monsoonal moisture here in western Montana, and that's what's causing that. Now, let's take a look at yesterday. Yesterday, we had a handful of places actually hit that triple-digit mark. Thompson Falls, Plains, Trout Creek, Troy, Eureka, all hit the 100-degree mark. St. Regis, 101 for the high. 9 Mile hit a high of 103. And now, of course, all this data is preliminary. This came from the registering the places around the area that actually registered the temperature, so they'll have to go back and confirm that. But of course, that's what we registered yesterday. Another handful of places looking at the century mark yet again today. We're at 101 for the high in Missoula, Stevensville, St. Regis, and Thompson Falls. 100 for the high in Florence. 103 for the high in Plains. So a nice hot day here in western Montana. And just to put this into perspective for you, the last time we saw 100s in some places has been 3 to 4 years. Missoula and Libby, the last time was in the summer of 2009. Thompson Falls, it's been 4 years since 2008. Kalispell, 2007. So we're talking about something that's pretty rare around these parts in western Montana. You don't typically see those temperatures into the triple digits for a lot of folks. Now, what we're looking at here is, again, we just got this nice big of ridge of high pressures just sitting over the western United States. That heat just being pulled up out of the desert southwest. But something else that's being pulled up out of the desert southwest is the monsoonal moisture. They've got the monsoon season there down into parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada. Now we're starting to see that kind of bubble up our way. So what we get is that moisture into the mid-levels of the atmosphere. We get those clouds, those puffy clouds building in, and those isolated thunderstorms. But these thunderstorms aren't normal thunderstorms. They're mostly dry thunderstorms, and the biggest impact becomes lightning and wind gusts. We get those strong outflow winds from that. So be aware that that chance exists pretty much every day through our 7-day forecast. Of course, the heat here, we've got 95 for the high in Kalispell today, 97 in Hamilton, 101 for the high there in Missoula, 100 in Florence, 97 in Drummond as well, 95 in Phillipsburg. So even if we're not into the hundreds, we're hot pretty much everywhere. 99 in Eureka, Superior, 97 in Seeley Lake, 101 in Thompson Falls, 103 in Plains. KPAX country is headed back down to the Bitterroot this week. We're featuring Stevensville and Florence. 101 for the high today in Stevensville, 59 overnight tonight. So those temperatures fairly mild. Of course, it's about a 40-degree drop from where we were during the afternoon hours. So we're only into the upper 50s to low 60s. A nice mild start with mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight. Tomorrow, cooling down just a little bit, and by cooling down, I mean we're back into the 90s across the board. 92 in Kalispell and Hamilton tomorrow, 96 for the high in Missoula. So really not a whole lot of relief from this heat coming anytime soon. You continue to see those 90s there in the forecast for Missoula. Partly cloudy skies each day with, again, that chance for some isolated thunderstorms into the afternoon. That's where that 20% chance comes in. So something to be aware of, especially if you're out recreating into the afternoon hours. Up around the Flathead, we're still into the 90s, a couple days dropping into the upper 80s, and we're still talking right around that 90-degree mark. So nice hot week here in western Montana. Make sure you're drinking lots of water, taking breaks from the heat, and keeping a close eye on your elderly relatives, kids, and pets.